Alrighty. What is going on, traders? It's good to see you guys in here today. Seems like it's been, what, about a year since we've seen each other, right? About a whole year. Because it has been, baby. We're in 2019. Gary, had a dream you started your own education service. Dude, let's do it. I can be the next Bond. Hey, we're doing our education for free. That's the Education Service 2019. I'm excited for you guys. I'm gonna kick our year off on a great note. I'm excited to continue this journey with you. It's going a little bit, better than I ever anticipated. I never anticipated doing this, but we're killing it, Gary. We're just gonna keep doing it. Gonna work harder than anyone else this year, and I think you're all gonna, Gary. I think your training's gonna improve as well as mine and everyone else's. So let's get into today. What is going on? Futures are pointing to significant losses at the Wall Street Open following disappointing China economic data and general worries about economic growth and future Fed actions. Yeah, the Fed said they're going to still increase rate hikes twice this year. They were planning on 3 times, but there was a little bit of backlash in the market because of that. So the current pessimism runs counter to last week's performance, which saw Wall Street take the edge off a bearish month. President Donald Trump has invited 8 top lawmakers to sit down this afternoon and discuss the partial government shutdown and border funding. This would mark the first time Trump has met with leaders since the shutdown began. So yeah, we're at like 11 days on that government shutdown right now. We'll see how that continues to play on out. That could be definitely affecting the market conditions, as far as opening up lower today. Morning traders. Brandon, what's going on? Good to see you in here this morning. Brad, good to see you, dude. Happy New Year's, guys. It's been a whole year since we've seen each other. Unreal. So what's our leading gapper today? What is our leading gapper? we got PRAN. That's the one that what? Shot up to 329, sitting at 212 right now. Let's go over PRAN real quick. Omar, good morning to you. Good to see you guys. Alright, PRAN. Shares rose 67.2% after the company entered into a securities purchase agreement with Life Biosciences, under which that company will invest up to $44.5 million into the company. But the headline read strategic investment up to $44.5 million. That's PRAN. Now, what's going on here right now? This topped up at about what? Pull the chart up here for you guys. PRAN hit about 329. If we look at the past chart history on it, that is where we're seeing some pretty tough resistance. Short for sure. Good morning. Happy New Year to you. First trading day of the new year. We're going to see how this goes. Very excited for it. We have all this resistance, right around that 329 level. That's why I was getting topped out. Up around these levels, lots and lots of resistance. Here also 357 as well, if you guys see that. So that's why we're getting topped up around here. But if we take a look at where it's stalling at right now, what's going on here? We got the 200-day moving average at $1.96. So it's trying to consolidate above $1.96. Also, we formed some pre-market support around these levels, around $2. If we draw our price level right around these levels, you can see that 200-day is really trying to serve as some support, trying to consolidate around these levels. Now PRAN, this one is pretty overcrowded, I'm not gonna lie. I've seen a lot of chat rooms are on this. People are locating a ton of shares of short on this. I would just be careful. Be very, very careful on this one. The best trade so far, of course, would have been off that 200-day, off the $2 support area. But where it's going to go from here, we'll see. We'll see how volume is going to come into this. It could maybe retest, some, 225 here. See, that 225 is going to be resistance as well. That's usually pretty tough resistance. We topped out once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, so we'll have to see if that's going to break 225 or continue to make its way on up to maybe 250. CMEG has shorts. That makes this interesting, Albert. So I wish CMEG was up for me today, because I would be highly interested in this one for a short. How I would probably trade it myself is, I would want to see this pop at the start. If we can get this as high as possible and then start with a starter position. So if we can get this up to about 225, 30, 40, maybe even higher. If we get up to 250, start with like a quarter position size, not risking very much. I wouldn't want this. My ultimate risk would be above the pre-market highs, which is why I would start maybe at 250 with like very minimal shares. But you work your way into that position. This could end up going on a huge spike. That there is risk there. That's why you start with small starter positions on it. But I do think this one is, personally, in my opinion on it, I don't think it's going to be breaking 330 and continue to move on up. We'll see. Yeah, great idea, Stu. Yeah, a couple guys have gotten in this around that $2 level. So definitely be taking profits off the table. That's something I struggle with, is taking profits off the table on these stocks. So it could continue to move on up at the start of the day if we get that volume, to push on in. So just take profits off the table as they come. Tony, one thing for me is that I'm feeling a bit disconnected from the markets. Moving into it slow today, right? Yeah, because of the day off. I understand that completely. For sure. For sure. We're getting a little pop up here to 225. 225 is tough resistance, so consider taking some profits off, Stu, around that 225 level, as that is resistance from pre-market. But that's PRAN, guys. If you have any other questions on that one, we will definitely go over it. Let's continue to move down the list here, though. Okay, so another one I want you guys to be paying attention to. Yep, Brandon. Nice. That's exactly what I was about to say. Greed kills me. Yeah, be a pig though, Stu. Pigs get fat and hogs get slaughtered. We're getting a nice, we're pushing through that 225 level. So that's really good. It's really good. For shorts want this as high as it'll go. You know, the higher the better. For longs, you know, please, you gotta be scaling out around these levels. Because this is really starting to move on up really nicely. CCCL. John Wilson, good morning to you. Happy New Year, man. I hope you had a great New Year. CCCL, what is going on here? So, CCCL, this one has not had a PR. It ripped on up on Monday. Didn't have a PR. If we look at the chart here, yeah, from 78 cents all the way up to $1.61. That was on, what's today, Wednesday? Yeah, I'm sidetracked as well, Tony, because of the day off. So Monday, this one was grinding all day on no news whatsoever. It sustained these gains fairly well, and it actually closed right below the 200 and the 50-day moving average. But now we're gapping up right above those levels, around the 180 level. So we got good solid support beneath us. If this does hold the 50-day, which is at, what's the 50-day at? 50-day is at $1.70, and the 200-day is at $1.58. So this is a China play, you know, CCCL. I mean, it could be just because China's, you know, been in the news a lot, this sector. Could also be the past chart history. This thing has made a big rip in the past. Former runner. So we got to keep CCCL on watch today, because it did hold its gains fairly well from Monday. I mean, very well. It's gapping up slightly. Sorry, guys. And $2. I mean, the $2 break. We could see this one start moving its way on up. You guys know me. I like to buy off of support, and we have pretty solid support at the 50-day, 200-day, right beneath it. So I do think there's some potential here. It's just volume. Volume is what we got to consider, guys. And because we got volume on PRAM, we got volume on CCCL, there's volume, you know, a little all over the place. And it's kind of like after a weekend, kind of like yesterday. I mean, people got wasted the other night, right? People were getting drunk. They probably forgot all the top gainers that are on the board from Monday and last week. You know, so people were approaching the markets today just waiting and seeing where all the volume's going to go, where the dust is going to settle. You know, it could settle on CCL, but we got to see. Volume right now is kind of PRAN, CCCL. We'll see where that goes on. Literally watching money. Yeah. Watched it on Monday, didn't play it. Good discipline, though. Good discipline, Brandon. That is CCCL. We will keep it on our watch list. What else is going on this morning? VTVT, I want to go over, guys. There's a few really good stocks to keep our eyes on today. Very good ones to keep our eyes on today. What's going on with VTVT? So this one has been a top gainer for the last week, right? This one's been a great stock to keep on our watch list. It's a past chart ripper. Faded on off, got like oversold on the RSI. Look at this, under 30. Got tons of good volume pushing into it. Came out with a catalyst. You know, broke some resistance levels. Now, why are we keeping it on watch? VTVT, we're going to keep on watch because look, still on the trend. This one is on this trend line we've drawn here. It's kind of like an ascending triangle pattern, right, on the 20-day. So we're right around these levels right now where it would be near a good entry on it. We just got to keep this one on watch. We got to have good volume coming into it. Right now it's a little light. You know, it's perking up a little bit. It's trying to get a little bit of volume here and there. What's the main level we got to break on this ascending triangle? 350, right? Has an upper shadow here to 350, upper shadow here up towards 350. You know, kind of faded on off, spiked, faded on off. What does that mean, guys? Now, I don't try to I'm not trying to persuade you guys one way or the other. This is just my personal opinion. But if we had a spike, fade to the trend, spike, fade to the trend, what could happen today? We could have a spike and fade to the trend, right? Kevin, good morning. Happy New Year, man. Good to see you in here. Good to see you in here. We're going to have a great 2019, guys. I believe it wholeheartedly. In VTVT, we could have that spike and retracement back to the trend line today as well. So what's the game plan on it? If we're going to trade VTVT, this is what I would do. You know, I'm not telling you guys what to do here. But I love support. We got trend line support. We got 275 quarter dollar support. 1 second, guys. I don't know what happened today. I have an alarm set at 7:30. I woke up and my phone was set at 8 o'clock. So I'm sitting here smelling myself. I'm stinky. I gotta take a shower. I had to skip my shower this morning. I'm gonna take a shower after the trading day. I'm glad you guys can just see me through the computer, because if you could smell me, it wouldn't be nice. So 275 off the trend line. This is really good support areas, and we could see this one back up, retesting the 350 level. So I would definitely scale out along the way. This one does have potential to break that 350 level eventually. We could see that, you know, as well. I don't know if it's going to happen today. I'll just look at the past to, you know, see what could happen in the future. But what do we need? Confirmation, confirmation, confirmation. So we need volume confirmation on this. I could get in right now. You know, this it's a little bit of prediction, but I'm just going off the last few days. That's my problem, guys. I get into a bunch of these stocks just kind of because they look so pretty. You know, it's like, okay, this is what it's done the last few days. This is what it should do today. Gotta wait for volume, though. We'll see if volume pushes into this, you know, to retest that 350 level on VTVT. So that's one we got to keep on watch as well. Those are 3 stocks we've gone over so far: PRAM, CCCL, and VTVT. What else are we looking at? What else are we looking at? And guys, please let me know if something else pops up in pre-market while we're doing the analysis. Okay, so let's go over. I'm going to go over a few more stocks, guys, that don't have as much volume. But ADIL, this one's looking pretty on the trend, right? This one was a top gainer as well from the last few days. I gotta redraw that. All right. So ADIL, this one I suspect is going to be coming back down a little bit today. Let's take a look at the 6-month, the daily chart. So that 550 level that we wanted it to hold on Monday didn't hold. It cracked underneath that. So what's going to happen here? It's most likely going to start coming back down to. I gotta edit this. Sorry, guys. This is supposed to be the 13 EMA there. 440. Yep. Okay, so it's most likely coming back down to that 440 level. So that's the 13 EMA. That's also daily support that it broke out through a few weeks ago. And the trend line coming back down to that on ADIL. So this one could be a short. The bids right now are like 476. Ugh. I don't know if I'd be shorting that, unless you get a better entry than that. But ADIL, this one is most likely going to start heading back down to around this level. And you guys know I love multiple levels of support. We got a lot of them right here, around that 440 level. And this has been one of the top plays in the last few weeks. So I just want you guys to keep that in mind. I'm just going over a few stocks I think you should definitely watch. John Wilson, MRI, no volume there, but there are shares to borrow to the short side, and it's almost hitting that $5 mark. Which broker are you with, John? Are you with CMEG? Yeah, coming down to that $5 level. MRI peaked at 12, just been fading on off, man. TD or shares short. Cool. All right, thanks for pointing that out. It's always good when you find a kind of a more active stock on TD that has shares to short, isn't it? I always get so excited when I see that ETB up there. Okay, this is a stock that I really want you guys to pay attention to as well over the next few days. So I'm just going over a lot here. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 6 stocks I'm going over. Just the best potential ones. AWSN. What's going on here? If we look at the daily chart, we got 50-day at 306, so we got some resistance there. But what I want to look at is really what happened way back here. This one hit a high of 2261. That was a few months ago. So can it do it again? Absolutely. And what am I looking for here? So this first day back here, we had a good amount of volume, right? About 6.7 million shares. That was the first day. This thing was kind of fading on off. Look at the day. Look at the daily and just see how it's kind of relating to what's going on now. I'm not saying this is going to happen. I'll just look at what's going on before. We fading on off. Then we had this big volume spike, and then we had low volume for a few days. And then all of a sudden, the massive volume started coming in. That could be the same thing like we're seeing right now. We had a big volume spike back here, around the same level that we did months ago. And then we're having a couple days, maybe even today, where we're not doing anything. But then we could see that volume come in and spike this out over that $3 level. Over that $3 level, and then this thing could be a nice play. A nice play, guys. This thing could really take on off. I don't know where I'm talking in this accent, but it makes me sound a little bit more sophisticated. It really could take on off. If we look at the RSI levels and we look at the graph and the volume, I'm being retarded. AWSM, it gets me excited though. It really does. Seeing the volume, what it could do. This thing has had a couple nice green days. 50 days right there. Let's just keep an eye on it. That's all I want to do the rest of this week. Early next week, let's keep an eye on it, see if more volume is going to come into it. K-Vol and TSLA, hard to borrow at CMEG. Painful. Down at 306 right now. Stu out of PRAN, should have quit for the day. I'm green for 2019. That's how we start off our 2019, baby, on a green note. That's what makes it, that's what brings in a little emotions as well. I want to have a green day as well. Really want to focus on the best trade. Got to start off the new year on a good note. It's a great job, Stu. On PRAN, you're out completely. That was a great trade. Great trade. Good job not getting too greedy on that one as well, getting in around the 208 area. That's what I'm talking about. Albert, today may be sketchy day or choppy. Yeah, certainly could be. We'll see what the volume's like, where the dust settles. My top few plays for today are certainly PRAN. I'm probably not going to trade PRAN, to be honest. I think it's going to be a little overcrowded, in my opinion. At the start, I want volume to kind of go there. Maybe it gets a morning rip, and then shorts are all going to take over on it. It fades on off. I'm just naming a few things that could happen there. I want to be on the next stock that's going to take on off, which could be CCCL. It could be VTVT. VTVT, I definitely have my eyes there as it's coming down to that trend line, 275. PRAN might give me an entry on it. I wish I had shorts on it, so CMEG does have shorts on PRAN today. But yeah, the best entry so far on that was definitely in pre-market around that support area of 195, 196. That was beautiful. It was a 200-day moving average. It had retraced from 329 all the way back down to that 196 level. Great area to pick it up as shorts were covering that entered up around these levels, and as people were buying this off of that support area. So that's what we're looking at. We got about 7 minutes until the market opens. Are there any questions you guys have at all? I could go over one more. I mean, SFET, this one had news this morning. SFET received its first orders from Cyprus. So what's going on with SFET? So earlier in the week, I think Monday, they had a pretty nice gap up, 37%. They received an order from the largest Israeli beverage company. Today they had their first order from Cyprus on SFET. This one, I honestly, I don't like the daily chart. Not much I like here on the long side. I mean, did you see that how much this thing dumped after the last gap up it had? I just don't think that really good volume is going to move into this. It certainly could, but this one's not going to be on my radar at the start of the day. I'm going to be more focused on PRA and see how volume moves into that. See PRA, and is it going to get a morning spike? Or are we going to rip up to around that $3 area, retest highs? Are we going to shoot up to about 250, then shorts start taking over? Because when PRAN begins to fade on off, if it does, if it just starts selling on off and volume starts leaving there, it's going to go elsewhere. And what do we have on our morning watch list? We got a few VTVTs looking pretty nice. It perked up a little bit. The daily chart on it is looking pretty good. The last few days, morning spike down to the trend line, morning spike down to the trend line. We're right on the trend line right now. See if volume's going to continue to push back into this. Andrew, what's going on? Happy New Year to you. Good to see you in here. Strong volume on the futures overnight. Market set to open to the downside. After that, yeah. I like that emoji. But yeah, that's what we're going over today, guys. Are any of you joining late, want me to review everything real quick, or are you guys good to go? Because we got about a few minutes left. But before you guys go, I have a few in here that I've already done this. I know, Albert, you have. In the description, guys, go to the description below the video. There is an exclusive offer just for you guys on the scanners that I'm using here. So every single day, these are the momentum scanners. We can see the gap ups. We can see what stocks are overextended, the market summary, the stocks that are getting unusual volume. I mean, it's limitless. There's a ton more that I don't even have on here. You get everything. I'll go over everything with you guys if you sign up for that 30 for 30. It's $30 for a month. No scanner is going to beat that. Trust me, no scanner is going to beat that, because market data costs more than that. It's exclusive for you guys. If you want to sign up for that, I will help you out with that if you want to sign up for it, and the link in the description. Volatility trading. Good morning to you. Happy New Year. Am I live today? No. I'm getting close to it, dude. I'm getting close to it. It might be this week or next week where I'm going to fund it. Go back to CMEG. So, not live today. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it. Kevin Avery here. Thank you for tuning in to Avery Day Trading. We are going to have a great 2019, guys, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Let's get it, guys.